I want to take you on a 360 studio tour. What that means is if you're on a phone or if you're on a tablet, you can actually take that phone and move it around, physically move it around, up, down, and you can see more of the screen. This video is capturing 360 degrees. If you're on a laptop or a desktop, it's a little more cumbersome. You have to click the screen and move it around, but you can still see all around. If you're on a TV, probably not the best video for you. If at any point in the video you want to see more, you can just pause and you can continue to see all around the studio. You can see up, down, left, right, even when the video is paused on YouTube. So this is such an amazing technology, and I can't wait to bring you this 360 studio tour. Thank y'all for having me in your studio.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
It's great to have you back.
This is my spot
right there. Nice.
Well, show me around. Can we just go kind of around and you just walk people through? A lot of people like to see how people set up their studios. So.
Yeah, you know, this was kind of the same setup that it had when I first inherited it. My predecessor, Mike McGuire, did a really great job, but
I forgot about him.
Yeah, great guy. He still has pots all over the studio, but you know, we kind of have our working tables over here. We have a beautiful slab roller that's not normally covered with junk, but it's summertime, right. So we have a little coffee. Did we have a coffee and tea station when you were here?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so
it frequented it.
Yes, students love that, and we should refresh our cups that we have over there. And then wheels for the students over here. We have 7. We have 8. We have 7 here and 1 over there.
What are we using these for? I mean, those are drawing stools, but
just a place to put things.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have a brighter idea of how to use them, it's more just kind of a place, easy thing to move around.
Sometimes the students will use it to put pots on in front of their wheel, but not all of them. Some of them like to just use the tables and stuff.
It'd be super cool to build. It's on my list of dream things to do is to like build a kind of a backboard here that
couple shelves.
Used, but there's always so many dream things to do. And right now we've been focusing mostly on building that new wood kiln. So.
Which I'm excited to see.
Yeah, so I'll finish up inside. So Niko and I have kind of store all of our in progress or ready to sell or send into the world pots over there. This is actually from Baylor. This big, beautiful sink came from the photo lab.
Okay.
No, it was here when you were here, but it probably looks clean, so it looks different to you. And then this is our very humble chemistry room.
The room that I learned to mix glazes.
So exciting. I know so much more now than I did when I taught you.
Really?
So if you want to hit me up for information, I've taken some courses and learned a lot. I mean, you know, or remembered a lot. But this is another dream I have is to get an actual like chemical table. So these are not in just trash cans, but it works.
I'd never seen anything like Paul's.
That's what I want. I want what he has. That's what most schools have.
Is it?
Yeah, where you have like the silver chemistry thing and the things that pull out like that. They had that at Baylor.
Cost a fortune.
They're so expensive. Okay.
They cost a fortune.
They're incredibly
expensive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I think I priced out to put one here and it was like $3,000 or something like that. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, I guess. I don't know. Someday we'll have that.
Or somebody who's handy with the woodworking.
Yeah. They're metal. I think the whole thing is they're metal, so they don't absorb any of the chemicals or anything like that.
They're pretty well built. They're nice.
They're
but
nice.
They are expensive.
Yeah, we do have a new electric kiln, I think, since the last time
absolutely.
that you were here.
The SCUT programmable.
So we have a new SCUT programmable, super cool. I can tell what temperature it is from home.
Oh, I've seen those.
I love it.
You do love it, huh?
I love it. Yeah. I always feel nervous when a kiln is firing and I'm not here, so that lets me kind of sleep at night, basically.
Is this like your students from the hospital?
Yeah.
I've got actually was from
the nurses.
The nurses. They were throwing it away.
Okay.
Because we have a nursing program that's like right over there, so they were getting rid of it. It works great. This is our like Dremel tool, flex shaft grinder for like cleaning things up. So it's great because the students.
There's the controller.
Pedal. It's like a sewing machine.
Yep.
I was like, what is it?
We wheel it outside and use it.
I know.
It works great. This is from cosmetology.
I remember that.
Yeah. And then outside, I'll pop this door open. And the kilns are kind of buttoned up right now, but you remember the soda kiln?
Yes.
That we had. We just did our 35th firing on it.
Okay, you got the rings.
I stopped doing it.
Did you really?
I still have the
Okay.
ones that we had before down there, but I kind of figured out how much I like, so I
Okay.
didn't really need to keep pulling rings
Yeah.
anymore because I kind of do the same thing every time. So
It always reminded me of like the tubes with the bones.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
it has very like a
they're
spinal
very cool.
cord or
I
something
probably
like
should
that.
do it just for how cool it looks.
Collection.
And then we have a gas kiln. So we mostly here at the school fire cone 10 reduction. I'm saying you know this, but just generally we're a pretty cone 10 reduction studio. So we fire both of these kilns in reduction. And then we have a little raku kiln, which is once that kiln is fully up and running, we're going to redo a new raku. I would like to have it so that I'm telling you all my dreams. I'd like to have it so that the top pulls up on a
Okay.
dolly or something instead of this is kind of
Like
unwieldy.
a pulley system type thing. Like
Yes.
those. Okay, I've seen
And the
that.
whole lid comes
Uh-huh.
up, and then you just have a platform and you can just
Uh-huh.
grab the pots and
instead of reaching in and pulling
yeah.
out and like taking the hot lid and like lifting
Right.
it and moving it over.
yeah, we suffer some amount of loss from the act
The
of trying to
steps.
Yeah.
reach in there and pull
makes
things
sense.
out. So, and it's always student work, so it's already delicate, or you know,
Right.
you know how it is. So, and then this is the Niko's baby. Niko, I'll
Yeah.
let you take over.
Oh,
Yeah, well, here I'll try and get some. Yeah, nearly complete. We just have to stack the chimney, a couple more feet onto the chimney, and then the top will get some fiber laid on top. A little bit more metal work
the chimney being like
in the very back.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's because it's up to the tarp level. Like once I go past, we really need to get the roof and stuff in place because I won't be able to tarp over.
Okay.
So the like a couple feet on the chimney there, the damper is there in place, and a little bit of metal work, and then this is the stoke door will also need some metal work. It'll be a sliding.
So it's like a side. Our last one you went in the front side, but this one will be
This one will just
like
be
load from there, and then that gets picked up, and
So you
then
load your wood right here. And
yes.
Yep.
And then we'll come in from the side. This will be the stoking door, and the door here that you enter the kiln will just be for loading and unloading.
Okay.
So it'll be
brick
just
wall.
a solid brick. It'll get bricked up solid like. So
So explain a little bit just for people to understand.
Yeah.
Like these, what do you call the holes?
spy ports.
Spy ports?
Yeah.
Take it out, and sometimes you throw stuff in there too. Yeah.
This
Or
one.
spray stuff in there.
So you could, but this will just be for viewing. In the last Anagama we had, the one that I just tore down, there was a little bit bigger hole in the back where we introduced wood
Okay.
for different effects, and that's not going to be the case with this one.
Okay.
It just for a number of reasons. We eliminated that back side stoking, and so we'll just be throwing in wood from here, and these will be for either putting in a pyrometer or for cone packs
Just
for viewing. Yeah, just
monitoring.
monitoring. So I
this
doubt.
kiln will not have soda or
Yeah.
salt sprayed into it.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll.
That's where you would charge
Sometimes-
it from those different.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes people do put salt or soda into wood kilns also. So that's a great question.
Huh.
That's not our plan.
No,
for
it's not
this
going to
one.
be.
The
yeah.
soda kiln, we do have ports that can be sprayed into.
But the effect is you just coat the interior with all your stuff.
Say that
the
again.
interior of the kiln gets coated with all that.
If we
salt or-
put the salt or soda into this kiln, it would affect.
Yes, the bricks and
Every
everything
firing.
permanently. And I'm not interested in that type of what happens when you put salt or soda into a wood
super
kiln.
changes.
I don't. Yeah,
Really?
it's pretty.
I
It's
think
pretty
so.
significant. Yes, I think so too. So I'm not. That's not.
It's a whole new area of study.
It is, yeah. I feel like, well, it's the, I feel like you lose some of the color and some of the subtleness of the flames.
Makes everything shiny.
Yeah, it puts like a coating of gloss on, and
Okay.
and the minute that gloss happens, you lose color
Okay.
under, like
Yeah.
it basically changes that. So for all the work that goes into loading and firing, I want to keep every ounce of, I don't mind, some people mind dry surfaces or drier. which is why they might want to put salt in to kind of juice up the surfaces. And that's not my aesthetic, as it were.
And sometimes people fire like wood kiln for fuel, so they're not that interested or mildly interested in this wood look on the pots, but mostly they just want the wood to get the kiln hot. But Niko's aesthetic with the wood is definitely that the wood is the thing that's making the pots look the way they do.
The pots.
So he wants all that ash and atmosphere on the pots, and I think salt and soda can fight that.
Okay.
I think so. And there are so many of these on here because I felt like I didn't know where they needed to be. And so I didn't want to end up with like two in the wrong place in the few. So I just overdid it, and then we can just put a brick in there and it doesn't even affect, it won't have a negative effect on anything. I mean, I could slide a whole brick in there. We don't have to pull it open. If there's nothing behind there like a comb pack, we don't have to look in there. So it's not detrimental. It made more work for me. A lot of more work for me. Yeah, you have to like the way that the bricks get laid. You'll notice that the hard bricks have to be around the ports because you can't chip the soft brick from pulling it in and out. The way that it changed the stagger of the seams. So it's more involved spanning. Anytime you span an opening, so instead of just being able to run a straight course of bricks, there's a lot more work. And also since the other side is the same, it's double. Like I did twice as much work on both sides of the kiln. So
okay.
And I think it was worth it because now we have data points that we can use.
Right.
Yes.
We can choose not to use them, but to put them in afterwards is much harder.
It's almost impossible if I were to retroactively go in there and do that because of the way the bricks are staggered and everything. Like I can't just pull a brick out. Yeah, exactly. There's all sorts. Yeah, exactly. So easier to do the work on the front end. So
makes sense. Well, thanks. Wow, it's a little lesson.
So we also have, this is our, again, I would love to upgrade this situation, but we make all of our own clay and glazes here. So this is our collection of raw materials. So we're pretty well stocked. We even have plenty of cluster feldspar, even though it's going away. We have plenty of grizzly borate. Also heard recently that Zircopax is gone. Niko, did you know that?
No.
Is this because that one mine got bought, the talc mine, and everything else is going away?
I think it's that basically with multiple materials at the same time.
Really?
So the grizzly borate's been an issue for a while. The cluster feldspar thing just happened.
Really?
So that's a huge hit to American ceramics.
So what do we do?
That's a great question, MJ. We stocked up. I was like, give me all the cluster that you have. We have enough to last us years before we have to recalculate. But basically, there's no other domestic source of cluster feldspar or potassium feldspar in the United States, so we'll have to import it.
Okay.
So there's a couple that come out of India, and then the other one is
Australia?
Is it Australia or Spain?
Oh, it might be Spain.
G200, I think.
Yeah.
G200
Somewhere
and
else.
Mahavir. So we just have to kind of try those and experiment because the cluster's gone and it's not coming back. So.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the thing.
And your mixer.
Yep. So we mix all of our clay. It's
It's
We
dirty
just made
because I
clay.
just made clay. Yeah. And I haven't gone around to cleaning the mixer.
we're still in the kind of we're done with the semester, but we're still kind of coming up for air and regrouping. So
Well, thank y'all for showing me around.
Yeah, very welcome.
you want to come on inside?